Texas and Jones AT&T Stadium home to the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And this crowd, as always, will be rowdy because they've been gearing up since early this morning. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Texas Tech's return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Dropping back, it's Morton. Trying to get to it. Makes his connection. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Going up top on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Looking to pass on second down. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And when you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter, oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it. So West Virginia's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win.
Pick on your opening drive. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Give to the running back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to run for it. That's the 45 on his way. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Gonna run it. It's Brooks. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to power their way ahead. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Getting some heat. He's going to run it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Here's the handoff. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Movement here from the tight end. Back to throw, it's Morton. Coming after it. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they're going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his...
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. After the incompletion, it's second down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and die. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job on the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
They move the tight end all over. Leaves it with the running back. Bulls his way forward.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
To throw, it's Morton. They're trying to get to him. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Caught near the sideline, it's Hudson. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone?
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I think.
Looking for room. It's Donaldson. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Fast motion from the offense. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him, and they convert. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He lost one down the sideline. Fires and picked off.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Now improvising. He'll pull it down. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. On the move at the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. He's looking to pass. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Not a chance. Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. The 42-yard field goal that was no good gives them the ball back at the 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Pressure comes, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. Now on 2nd and 5 from the 30. Wide out in motion. He's got it on the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Got room at the 35. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
To the air on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Douglas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. And the Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. 3rd down play from the gun. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Farmer. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on 1st down. Finds his tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Dialing up a second down pass play. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed.
Going deep. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Offense getting set for 1st down. Got his man quickly. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Offense in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Quick completion on the out. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw for it. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Oh, he missed it. No good. There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kicker will be a little bit closer this time. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. They'll keep it on the ground. Runs through a tackle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
The field goal is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Ray. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Offense set on 1st down. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Looking for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked.
And that pass picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air, it's Morton. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Coming after it. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Playbook. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. 1st down here for the offense. Got it behind the line. It's Douglas. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Morton. They've got the screen set up. Can't get him to the ground.
We'll give the defense credit there on 3rd down. It almost looked like they were expecting the screen. They gave up a few yards, but not enough for a 1st down. Now they've got a chance to get off the field.
It's good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He's going up top. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense?
Touchdown, Mountaineers! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
To the air, it's Morton. Quickly complete. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Still running at the 40. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kelly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. On 2nd down, wants to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. On the move, it's Farmer. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He rifles one deep to the left. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. He'll take another shot here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Moving away from pressure. He's going to take off. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, West Virginia! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 20. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Pocket starts to collapse. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Morton. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Lubbock. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Red Raiders will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you
running toward the tape. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Mountaineers. And the route is on. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Takes the handoff, it's Brooks. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Pressure coming. Lost one deep down the right side. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back. Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. At the 20. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the pummeling has started.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
So hope stays alive. The undefeated season lives on as they inch closer to that 12-0 goal and what they hope will be a berth in the college football playoff.
And I'm just so impressed with the mindset of this football team each and every week. They're poised, they're focused, they have a good game plan, they know who they are, and they go out and they execute. It's as if they're not even thinking about the college football playoff. David, they're just trying to be the best version of themselves each and every week.
And it sounds cliche and it sounds stupid, but know who you are, do it well, don't beat yourself. All those things are the things that coaches are going to say, but you can tell this team's done a great job up until this point. I got a feeling they're going to finish really strong, and I got a feeling those college football playoffs are right around the corner.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David
Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see, the number 19 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the second-ranked team, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. So the Mountaineers offense comes on the field first today. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up.
Wow, taking a shot on the very first play. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Touchdown, West Virginia. Strong game by this quarterback.
What a way to start this game. This quarterback saw a matchup that he liked. He had a one-on-one opportunity. He takes it, and there's the accuracy and the arm strength we've talked about with this quarterback. Full display here on the opening play for a touchdown.
But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Mistake by the kicker, and the offense will set up now at the 40. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
That completion sets up a second down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. The Mountaineers will line up on 1st and 10. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Lets it fly to the wideout. Touchdown, Mountaineers. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And they get him down after the completion. Pass complete. It's second down now. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
He's escaping the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
They'll kick it away here. He'll field the punt. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Here's the throw deep downfield. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Fires it to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Takes the handoff again. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. Right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Oh, it's a reverse. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contained, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere, just textbook.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. The Wildcats pick up enough for a 1st down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Off the play fake on 1st down. Running out of time in the pocket. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Well, the offense tries to go with a play action to slow this defense down. They applied the pressure, came up with a sack.
And the Mountaineers will kick it off to begin the second half. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. Breaking free at the 35. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Play action here on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to take off. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will have the football first here. Always enjoyed coming to the Fiesta Bowl over the years, and of course you got the modern Silver Stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
Well, it's so many great memories here, Chris. Think back to the Boise State, Oklahoma back in '07. How about the classic between Oklahoma State and Stanford with Andrew Luck?
And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
Now that's how you get a playoff game started for a defense. You come up with a huge sack like that, get this offense behind the sticks.
Tough spot here, 2nd and long from their 19. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. And they'll stop him after a short gain. It's a rough opening possession. They're now backed up. It's 3rd and a mile. To the air, it's Pavia. He's running out of time here. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
And it's taken right on the midfield logo. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Huge play by the special teams. Go back and forth, but that special teams touchdown could be the defining moment of this playoff game.
Man, that returner struck like lightning. That was a spectacular play when you need to pull off a play where you're going to need it at some point.
Lining up to try the extra point. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Breaks loose at the 45. An explosive game, big play, moves the ball inside the 40. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Now it's 2nd down here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Throws to the tight end. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, West Virginia. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And he knocks through the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. Here's the second down play. Back to pass. It's Pavia. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. See if he can make something happen with the return. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The special teams with a special play. A punt return for a touchdown in a playoff game. That's a moment we're not going to forget for some time.
We won't forget about this one, and I don't think I'll ever forget the blocks that helped get him loose to be able to score this touchdown. He's going to get a lot of the credit. When they go back and watch the film, I think he's going to give an assist to the entire unit.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. The completion makes it 2nd down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Dropping back, it's Pavia. Defense is coming after him. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Now they finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return. This drive starts in good position. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Looking to chuck it again. That's a bullet pass to the left side. Incomplete and nearly picked off. They waste an opportunity for a much-needed takeaway, but it does set up fourth down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
The attempt is no good. He missed. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.